Hey, what's up guys? It's Veil of Huntress and welcome back to my channel. My name is Nita and I'm a psychic healer over here on YouTube, and I do pickacard readings and other spiritual based videos. 2023, so I wanted to talk about predictions, what you can be expecting for the upcoming year and the energies, and what I was feeling energetically called to also speak about in terms of the endings of 2022. And I'm just going to be pretty much channeling, and I haven't really planned this, but I felt really called to speak about the endings that we are going through in terms of transitions and the beginning of 2023, which I'm pretty excited about. This is all to do with stepping into your full potential of what you want to be doing. 2022 was all based on so many you would have went through spiritual awakenings again and again and again. And as we know, when you're going through a spiritual journey, you're going to have many death and rebirths, and this is all about you transitioning and evolving and like leveling up to the next stage. And especially a lot of you, I feel, and like a lot of the readings I've been doing and for myself as well, there were a lot of hermit, like the hermit card, there were a lot of inward solitude journeys throughout this year. And this was really in terms of like I said, your gifts, your spiritual gifts awakening more, you stepping into more of your psychic powers, more of your ability strengthening, and a lot of you too connecting with dark goddesses, connecting with the feminine, and especially too because I work a lot with the dark feminine and the dark goddess. So this was all about I'm hearing true, pure transformation. Now, if you have connected to more of your dark feminine side and working with the dark goddesses, if you follow me and you have done a lot of either my journeys or my pickacard readings, we talk a lot about how the dark goddesses will put you on initiations, and these initiations are really about, like, again, I'm talking about transformation, and you would have experienced some really, I'm sensing a lot of you would have experienced some really difficult times in your life in terms of a lot of endings, and this was like the death of the old you. And like I said, you would have went through so many deaths this year, as in like death of your self, of the self, and the rebirths, and like that just would have kept following through. So what Spirit has been telling me is at the end of 2022, and when I asked about what would be what could we be predicting, Spirit has told me that it's time to start looking at taking control of your life, and that you can fully step into your destiny, because a lot of you know what you want to be doing, and still like there's hesitation. And like I do all of these like pickacard readings, and I sense the energy and I feel the energy, and I do readings for my clients. So it's a lot of the same patterns where you're holding yourself back. You know what it is that you're meant to be doing in this world. You know what you came here to do. You may have stepped into it a little bit, but I still feel there's like this sense of apprehension. What's coming in 2023? How am I going to be standing fully in my potential? Like, I know what my destiny is, but how can I get there? A lot of still, I'm sensing coming towards the end of the year, like the doubts coming up, and like logically trying to work out how you're going to do this, right? when you, like, you know what it is that you want to be doing. You know what your true calling is. You know what your path is. And, like, it's going to be different for everyone. But 2023 is about, you know what your, I'm trying not to swear. You know what your, but I really want to. You know what your freaking destiny is. You know, I want to say you know what you need to do, but you're kind of sensing, like, there's kind of this thing where you might be feeling there's still some blocks there. You're still feeling like there's something in the way, whereas you kind of know exactly. Yeah, I am going to say some of you know exactly what you're meant to be doing, but some of you are like, I know what I want to be doing in my destiny, but how do I get there? And so Spirit has been telling me that it's about you now fully standing into this power and you creating the life that you want in terms of what your destiny line is and what you came here to be. And it's this whole thing too, like when you are doing readings are energy, and you know, whoever you're going to for your readings, I'll just say this is just in my, well, because I read the current energy, and we have free will, right? So a reading is based on you, on your current energy, and how Spirit comes through and channels through how you can best be guiding the situation and the different options you have, because you always have the power. You can always change things, but you, and one thing I'm getting really, really strongly is about a belief in yourself. This is all about you believing in yourself for 2023, and really kind of like no excuses. I kind of feel like I'm like, what's the word? Not telling you off. I kind of, yeah, a little bit. I kind of feel like that, but it's kind of the energy that Spirit is giving me. So, yeah, they've just been really forthright in the messages. So I'm just channeling. But I feel that this message is kind of really strong. It's kind of like what the F are you going to do? Are you going to keep doing the same old shit that you don't want to be doing? Are you still going to stay in that job that you don't want to be doing? Like this whole thing around beliefs. And I always say, like, the strongest belief is always going to be the belief you have in yourself, because you're the only one who can make shit happen. You can have support, and like support is super, super like important, right? But that support also could be more towards helping you navigate situations, and like, you know, like when you get readings and giving you the guidance. But everything comes from a place from within, and that's why you kind of would journey with the dark goddesses, and you would, you know, do all your shadow work and do all this inner healing for yourself, because it's your journey and you're the one going through this. And that's kind of what you went through in this year, in 2022, with the endings and beginnings. And I know it's like so hard when you are an empath, when you feel things so deeply, and when you are on this spiritual journey and you have an awareness of, so like your awareness is so open, right? You see things maybe that in a way, or you perceive things to be, you know, different perhaps to a lot of other people you might know. And sometimes this is, I mean, it is difficult, right? I mean, who are we kidding? When you feel like you don't fit in, when you always feel like you have to spend time alone, like I was talking about in that hermit mode. Sorry, my nose keeps itching because I'm channeling like crazy, and Spirit, like, so when, lost my train of thought. When you're in the hermit mode, when you have to spend a lot of time away from people, when this is the elevation, because the energy is changing on the planet. So many things are changing, and it's like, are you going to lead your own way, or are you going to go interfere with the rest of like the planet? And you know, but I didn't want to talk about that. So it's kind of like, do you want to lead, you know, leading your energy? And like, this is, it is like I said, like, I just want to be real. And like, it is a really hard journey. And there's so many times where in my life that I've just tried to go back to living a ordinary life. And then I've gone back and I've tried to have normal jobs. I never lasted in jobs. I was always unhappy. I would quit my jobs. I'd go from job to job. And I could never, like, I couldn't have bosses because I didn't like people telling me what to do, because I'm an entrepreneur. And it took like a long time for me to realize that, you know, am I going to, like, I can't do a 9-to-5 job. Like, that's the reality. And, you know, sometimes, like, I have, you know, different friends that are, you know, like, I feel it is important to have, you know, like, you don't have to have friends that are the same as you. I feel it's important to have different, like, friends with different beliefs. I think that's really, really good. But it is like that whole thing where, like I was talking about, sometimes you feel like you don't fit in and you feel like, you know, like, what am I doing? And that's kind of that whole thing of going back to maybe what you want to do doesn't fit into societal norms. It's, you know, if you want to, and I want to say this, especially too, when you have dreams and goals and visions of how you want your life to be, and it doesn't fit into a box, it's going to make things more difficult. And especially too, you know, like, I would find like having a 9-to-5 job was actually really hard for me because of my energy levels too, because I feel so much energy. And it's even now when I work, I have to work with my body and the energy. And that's like friggin', like, you know, if you told someone like, I can't work today because it's like this really heavy full moon, so I'm just gonna have to have the day off because I'm just feeling like all this energy collectively, you know, they're gonna think you're like fucking like a weirdo. But it's kind of the reality of, like, that is my life, and like, you probably can relate to that. And it's like, you know, what is your vision? What is your dream? And what do you want to be doing in 2023? And like I said, you know what you want to be doing. And I always have this whole thing too about who are you surrounding yourself with, and who are you telling these things to? Who are you, you know, saying, I really want to do this? Who are you telling your dreams to? Does that make sense? Yeah. Because I really, really tell people, like, I'll tell my mentor, and because it's very, to me, it's important to have a mentor and someone that you can talk to, because you need that. You can't internalize everything. It's just not healthy, you know, and especially journaling, things like this. But like I said, it's very important for support, but with someone you trust. So it's like, you know, if you're telling people your dreams and your visions and they're not kind of, you know, they're on a different belief, or they're going to say like, your dream, like, you can't do this shit, and they're going to say you're crazy or whatever. So my point is about, these are really things to think about in 2023, and who is believing in you. Yes, you need to believe in yourself, but also, like, you know, are you just going to keep, it's just like, what do I want to say? Are you going to keep doing the same shit, or are you going to move in with this energy, which is about creating your own life now, creating your own destiny, and believing in yourself and not holding your fucking self back? And I said I wasn't going to swear, but right. So let me just tune in. I just want to just kind of feel like I went on a bit of a rant. I just want to tune in to see what our spirit wants to say. There's a lot of like, they're just giving me like, I just feel so much excitement and so much potential in how you can drive this energy when we coming to the close of 2022, and like how are you going to maneuver, how are you going to implement that new business you want, to grow your business, to be like living your fucking dreams and not putting yourself in a box and not limiting your beliefs. Because it's like the energy is so perfect now, and it's like, are you going to ride that wave? Are you going to put your intentions into this shit, and are you going to make it happen? So what I'm going to be like offering is, I'm going to be offering one-on-one coaching. So I don't normally offer this, but it was something I've been thinking about for a very long time. And what I'm going to be offering is one-on-one coaching with me, where I'm going to help you to actualize these dreams. We're going to set goals, and we're going to put some fucking like good intention and plans. Yes, I'm psychic and intuitive, so I'll be channeling and giving you psychic guidance as well, but I'm very logical too, and I'll just say this, I'm not like, I'll just stop myself from saying that. I own 2 businesses, so business is something that I've done for a while, and yeah, I found that interesting that I didn't want to share that, but I'm really trying to, I guess, be really authentic and show that yes, you can be doing all this, and if you want to put yourself out there, I can help you, is what I want to say. So if you, I'm going to leave all this information also down in the description with the links. If you are on my Patreon, or if you want to join my Patreon, I'm going to be giving 50% off for if you are on my Patreon, which is a huge chunk off, 50%. But that's only if you're on my Patreon, and I'll be offering that to the Patreon people first, so if those spots don't get taken. But yeah, my Patreon, you get access to a whole heap of psychic readings, podcasts, support. Our energies like potent as over there, because I've seen so much growth already with the people that are on my Patreon. So yeah, I think it's like fucking epic. And with the coaching, I'm going, like, I normally do video readings, but this coaching program that I'm offering is going to be an hour Skype with me. I think I said an hour, or it could be 90 minutes, but I'll put that down below. So you'll get a Skype session with me. So I'll be channeling through we're going to talk about your goals. So I'll get all the information from you, and then I'm going to be channeling through guidance that comes through from spirit, and we're going to implement plans. And like, the best part of this is for 30 days. Okay, this is going to go for 30 days. You're going to get access to me. So this means you are going to be able to message me, and you can message me with your question. So we'll have like a private app. What will happen is, if you have questions, I'll be there to support you through voice notes or texts. And this will be based around a goal that you have for 2023. Mainly this is for my entrepreneurs, but I'm also open, if I feel the energy is right, to working with you. You will fill out a form because I do want to make sure that, you know, we flow, and that yeah, and then I'll probably just be tuning in to see kind of if it aligns with kind of like we can work together. So I feel that's also really important for you. Yeah, maybe I'll talk a bit more about, so if you have a business idea that you are wanting to work on, or you already have a business, this could be something that would be quite potent for you in terms of support and spiritual guidance. yeah, and like I said, I don't normally do any like Skype or oh my god, is it Zoom? Skype or like Zoom. I don't normally do that because I have to be able to work energetically with the person. And like I said, because I'm very susceptible and I read energy too, so I have to be working with the whoever is going to be in alignment. So I'll be taking applications and going through this. If you feel this is something that you're like, fuck yes, I want to be doing this for 2023, and you're resonating and you're really like, yes, this is me, and feeling this energy, then I so welcome you to click on the link and fill out the form. If you're going to join my Patreon, again, there'll be something on the form that you tick to say you're on my Patreon, and you'll get 50% off to work with me. So I'm super excited for this, because I'm ready for 2023 as well. And like I said, this is about you taking control of your destiny, because you know what it is that you want to be doing, and now it's like time. Now it's time to step into it. So are you going to keep doing the same shit, or are you going to do something different? So yeah, so that is what I have for you. And yeah, I look forward to connecting with you again. And yeah, all the info is down below. If you have any questions as well, my email and my contact form I'm going to put. So if you have questions, I'm so happy to answer any questions that you have about it. Yeah, so I'll be chatting to you soon. See ya. Thanks for watching.